Hello, my name is Susan, and today I'm going to be discussing about animal extinction. Did you know that right now, as you're watching me speak, the ecosystem is slowly falling apart because of endangered animals? Animals that are living creatures like us humans that have feelings, families, and home are dying. They help our environment and ecosystem become a much better place to live in, but due to animal extinction, this might all go away anytime. According to Columbia University's State of the Planet, today the rate of extinction is occurring 1,000 to 10,000 times faster because of human activities. Animal extinction doesn't just happen on its own, which will affect us, so we will have to do something to prevent animal extinction from continuing. To begin with, what exactly is animal extinction and why does it exist? Animal extinction is when a group of animals or species die out caused by a variety of reasons, such as catastrophic events, natural cataclysmic events, which occurred million years ago when the Earth was still evolving. Mass huntings and pollutions are the two main reasons for animal extinction. First off, animal hunting started way before we were even born. It then gradually began to expand to the point where animals were going extinct, leaving them in danger. According to Dexter's education site, there are millions of bisons in the Great Plains of North America until the arrival of Europeans. A species that were also mostly hunted were the pangolins. Approximately 100,000 of pangolins were poached and taken away to China or Vietnam. Imagine living in your home peacefully with your family, and then all of a sudden, your home is invaded and you are being taken away just to be killed and sold off. That is exactly what most animals are going through. Second of all, pollution is one of the big issues that causes animal extinction. One big event that most humans take part in is marine litter. Based on Pursue's marine research, 100,000 turtles and marine mammals such as dolphins, whales, and seals are being killed by plastic marine litter every year around the world. Litter into the ocean or just any water is a typical problem, but when the innocent animals are being affected by it, it can change into a really big problem. Another big event that most humans take part in is tobacco. When using this kind of stuff, it could sometimes lead to a big fire, which then leads to air pollution. Medical News Today stated that the air emitted by cigarette is 10 times greater than diesel car exhaust, suggests a control experiment reported in tobacco control. This doesn't mean that tobacco needs to be prohibited, but be used less and disposed properly. Animals' lives matter just as much as ours, and seeing them lose their lives is like losing a part of God's beautiful creation. Animals are the main reasons why we have such a beautiful ecosystem, and they keep us moving forward to establish new ideas for this world. So if we don't get rid of our recklessness behavior, it will affect our world. Furthermore, what are the impacts of animal extinction? There are always consequences to everything, and in this case, there are always consequences when animals become extinct. Living organisms all depends on one another. This applies to animals and humans. If one species is removed or becomes extinct, it will have a very big impact on the ecosystem. Topco stated, plants and animals, including humans, depend on each other, as well as microorganisms, land, water, and climate, to keep our entire system to be alive and well. Remove one species, and one small changes can lead to big problems that aren't easy to fix. If we are not careful and thoughtful, our ecosystem could collapse anytime. Second, as National Geographic has stated, when a species becomes extinct, we don't just lose a number on a list. We lose a part of ourselves. An example would be if all carnivores become extinct, herbivores' population would be out of control, which we cannot fix easily. Animals are inspiration for science and arts. They come in different sizes, shapes, and colors, which leads to inspiration and creativity. For instance, according to Newsround, a bird-watching engineer at a Japanese rail company took inspiration from a kingfisher's beak to solve a problem with high-speed trains. Many more inventions have been inspired by animals, such as velcros and paint. Animals plays a very big role when it comes to health and saving lives. According to the Foundation of Biomedical Research, research in cows helped create the world's first vaccine, which in turn helped end smallpox. Studies with monkeys, dogs, and mice lead to the polio vaccine. Animals have helped in so many ways to keep the planet alive. They save lives and are inspirations for many of the inventions And without them, who knows what would become of the humans today. We should be aware of endangered animals that are at the risk of extinction. Because of them, our ecosystem is continuously thriving. However, with all of this happening, you can still do something to prevent this from continuing. There's a lot of things that we can definitely do to help out in the animal community. Out of the many things that we can do, or you can do, there's 5 main things that you can definitely do to help out. The first thing is teaching your family about endangered animals and making sure that everyone is aware of what's happening. Second thing is do not buy plastic at the stores because it is very hard to break down and animals from the sea or anywhere can consume them, which is very life-threatening. According to UN Environment, plastics can release harmful chemicals into the surrounding soils, which then can seep underwater or other surrounding water sources. This can cause potentially harmful effects on the species that drink the water. The third thing is volunteering at wildlife refuge or your local animal shelter and etc. This is a great opportunity to save animals' lives and learn more about them. The fourth thing is recycling. This is very good for the environment and it's very beneficial for us people and the animal. Violia stated, recycling reduces the need for extracting, mining, quarrying and lodging, refining and processing raw materials, all of which create substantial air and water pollution. Every time you recycle, you are saving an animal's lives in our ecosystem. Last but not least, try to drive less and walk more. This is one way to keep our air clean so that air pollution can lessen. You do not have to do all of these things, but if you could do a couple of these things, it will be a blessing. With your help, lots of endangered animals can be saved. Turtles won't need to consume plastics anymore. Koalas won't have to be afraid of their homes getting on fire, and the fishes won't have to suffer from water pollution. It only takes a second to make a change, so please make yourself useful and save our world from falling apart. Overall, animal extinction is still happening, and if we don't do anything to help prevent it, then it will affect us. Animals that are living creatures just like us humans, they will keep dying away. So be a lifesaver and not a life killer. The next time you think that animals are just pests that roam around in different locations, just know that they are more capable of keeping our world cleaner than us humans, so get up and start making a change.